pretty. Is that your first Christmas tree? It unfolds just like this. This vintage vest. Welcome back, friends. Today we are officially ushering in the Christmas spirit, and I am just so looking forward to spending the next couple of days embracing all of the magical, cozy moments that come with this time of year. I love all the scents, the sights, the flavors of Christmas, and so over the next couple of days I just want to spend some time with you getting cozy for Christmas. And as always, I've written us a bit of a cozy bucket list for how we can embrace the season. So a couple of things that I want to do over the next few days are to get ourselves a festive coffee. I love a peppermint mocha. It's probably my favorite flavored latte. Been craving one for months at this point, so definitely get ourselves one of those. Also want to hit up Trader Joe's, Target, and I'm thinking also maybe Home Goods or the Antique Mall to pick up some fun treats, and also to just gather some inspiration for decor. I have a couple of things that I'm on the hunt for, but also love just to get some inspiration for maybe some DIY, some fun crafts that we could do. I love seeing things that other people have done and then trying to think through, okay, how can I maybe apply that to my own space, give it my own spin, all of that. And there's also a really fun Christmas decor DIY that I want to do with you. It's something that I'm really excited about. And of course, we'll decorate for the holidays, and I think we're probably gonna do part of the decor this week and then part of it next week when the Christmas tree farm opens up. We always do a live tree, which is one of my favorite traditions, just going to the Christmas tree farm, picking out a Christmas tree, and doing that with Oliver for the first time this year. It's going to be so much fun. So we'll do part of the decor over the next few days, some of it next week. I'll take you along for all of it. And then what is Christmas time without some delicious baked goods? So there are a number of different festive recipes that I want to try, but definitely want to start on at least one or two of them with you as well. So that's a bit of what I would love to get up to over the next few days here, and I truly do just look forward to the beginning of the Christmas season throughout the entire year. So I really am just so excited for what the next day or two has in store for us. Why don't we go ahead and get started with heading to the coffee shop, picking ourselves up that peppermint mocha, then we can head off to Trader Joe's, Target, and everywhere else.
Hi, thank you for choosing Starbucks. What can I get started for you today?
Can I get a grande peppermint mocha, half sweet, please?
Alrighty, so 681 at the window for you today.
Wonderful, thank you.
Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
You too. Okay, got our first festive coffee of the season. This is a half sweet peppermint mocha. I did go half sweet because I feel like sometimes Starbucks goes a little overboard with their sweeteners, but I do love a good peppermint mocha. So let's give this a try. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, I'm going to enjoy this while we head to, I think we're going to start at Trader Joe's, but so much fun. Also, look at the little scalloped detail on this. So cute. And really tasty. So we found lots of fun things while we were at Trader Joe's, Target. I especially am excited for some of the things that I found for, I really want to do a little hot chocolate bar in our kitchen this year. So I'll show you everything that I got when we got home, but I just stopped at the antique malls, so I want to pop in here, check that out really quickly, see if we can find just a couple decor bits that I have on my wish list, and then I think we'll also check out Home Goods. Well, we are back home now with so many goodies and thrifted bits in hand. Let me show you everything that we got. We'll start with what I picked up at Trader Joe's. Of course, had to get some greenery and florals just to decorate for the season, spruce our house up a bit. We got some eucalyptus, which normally I like to put this in our shower. That way you just get this beautiful eucalyptus scent as you shower. So I think I'm going to do that. Also, it's just a fun little seasonal touch for the bathroom. And I got a couple of really stunning red flowers. Got these deep red mums. And I couldn't believe that I found these. I've never seen peonies at Trader Joe's at this time of year before. Look at these. These are winter peonies. How stunning. Then I got a bunch of other fun food things too. I always love Trader Joe's advent calendars. I think they're 99 cents, maybe $1.99. Super affordable. Love all the little vintage style houses on this one. It's so fun just getting a little piece of chocolate to have every day leading up to Christmas. And these sounded tasty. I wanted to try them. They're Pink Lady apple chips. I've had apple chips before, but these ones are cinnamon sugar, which sounds really tasty. I've got some pomegranates. Oh, wanted to try this. This is a chocolate peppermint loaf baking mix. I feel like Trader Joe's does really tasty, just like baking mixes. So I thought that this would be fun to try. They also have a recipe for if you want to make crackled cookies. I think I might do that because cake cookies are some of my favorite. And then of course had to pick up some of these cookie mug hangers. I think it would be so much fun to set up a little hot cocoa and tea bar here in the kitchen. So I thought that these would be a perfect little addition to the hot cocoa station. They're so cute. They just like hang over your mug. And I got this gigantic candy cane. We draw names for stockings every year, so that's going to go on the person who I got their stocking for Christmas. I picked up some mini stroop waffles. I love having these with a tea in the morning around this time of year. Then this is another stocking stuffer. It's this really cute little hot cocoa bomb. I picked up some of this sparkling pomegranate punch. Thought that this would be really tasty for cocktails, mocktails, just all the seasonal beverages. Then the last thing I got at Trader Joe's was actually a decor item. I got 3 of these little mini felt garlands. I think I want to put these in Oliver's room. We're really not going to be doing much by means of Christmas decorations in his space, but I thought that these were so sweet, and we have the little floating shelves in there. I thought it would be really cute just to string some garland up just as a sweet little simple seasonal touch. And I just love the colors of these, and I've always really liked the felted wool garland, so I think that this will be fun. So that's everything that I picked up from Trader Joe's. Then from Target, got a couple of other items as well. Just a couple more hot cocoa bar things. I picked up these little snowflake marshmallows. I have a little glass jar that I put out last year that's shaped like a Christmas tree. I thought that these would be so cute in that. And then we've got some candy canes. And yes, I totally messed with the box when I was putting it in the bag. And then we have some scented taper candles. I love the scent on these. It's Christmassy, but still very subtle. The shape is gorgeous too. I like that they're reminiscent of a Christmas tree, and I always do a beautiful tablescape around Christmas time that we just leave up for the entire season. So my thought was we could incorporate these into the tablescape this year. And I also picked up this set of 4 napkin rings. I have an idea for these. We have 4 bar stools here in the kitchen, and I've seen a couple of people put little mini wreaths on their bar stools. So my thought was we can use each of these as a little mini wreath, maybe tie a little bow on them and then just attach them to the bar stools. I thought that that would be just such a fun little touch. So got, yeah, pack 4 of them here. Hopefully that works out, but if not, then we can totally use them as just napkin rings as well. Okay, then Target is typically where I like to pick up my Christmas gift wrap as well. I usually just buy 1 roll of wrapping paper each season. That tends to last me for the entire year, and then I'll just purchase a new one the following season. So picked up this one. I really love just this beautiful subtle plaid. It's just like classic Christmas. I love the red and the green. Actually, I love the print so much that I ended up getting it in a couple of cookie tins as well. So got this larger cookie tin and then also the smaller one. Actually, let me show you a close-up of this one. It's got a really fun print of vintage stamps on it. I always do so much baking at this time of year that I think it's going to be really fun just to have something fun and festive to be able to store them in. Okay, then the last couple of items that I picked up were from the antique mall. I just got a handful of vintage ornaments. My goal is within the next couple of years here to have a Christmas tree that's entirely either vintage ornaments, sentimental ornaments, or things that we've picked up during our travels. That's kind of our little tradition, is whenever we go to a new city or a new place, we'll try to pick up an ornament so that we can kind of commemorate our travels by. We're getting pretty close, so happy to add these to my collection. I really do feel like vintage ornaments just add so much character to a tree. And then the last thing that I got was this vintage vest. It's pretty large, but I love the colors of it, the print, and I think it's going to be really fun worn with leggings, a long sleeve, whatever, to all of the cookie exchanges, the casual Christmas events that we have this season. That's everything that I picked up while I was out. Lots of fun treats, some decor bits, but now a certain someone, hello, I'm talking about you. Hi. A certain someone wants me to play with him, so I'll catch up with you in the morning. We can decorate. Good morning. Today we decorate. Just made myself a cozy tea. This is a Silent Night rooibos tea, super tasty, and I think we're really just going to go all out this morning. I want to put on some festive tunes, going to probably enlist Christopher's help in a second here to take down all of our decorations from the attic, but I am so excited just to sprinkle bits of Christmas throughout this space. Feel like our home is at its best, or it's at my favorite when we've got all the decor out. So let's, yeah, start getting things out now, decorating for the season. So I think what I'm gonna do is just bring everything out here, sort through it, and then we'll figure out what we want to put up today, what we'll be saving for when we put the tree up. So here's what we're looking at. We've got a box for all of our ornaments. This is all of our Christmas decor that doesn't belong on the tree. So be putting that to the side, but we'll probably be unpacking that box today. Have a few just smaller faux trees that we like to put out. These are the Alpine Balsam Fir trees from Target. I have a set of 3 of them. I think we condensed 2 into one of those boxes last year. They're really pretty though. I love how they just have a really big impact without taking up a ton of space. And we've got a couple of wreaths here. I think those all go outdoors. And then this is where we store all of our outdoor lights. And then all of the seasonal decor that we have for other seasons, like fall, spring, everything like that, goes in there as well. Then we just have our tree stand. I feel like I'm at a spot now where I'm really happy with our Christmas decor. I feel like we have enough that everything just feels really full and cozy and warm at this time of year, when I really do want our space just to feel filled with festive cheer, as corny as that sounds, but I love it. But also I don't have so much that it feels overwhelming or like it's a ton of effort for me to put out. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll put out all of the decor today, save the Christmas tree stuff and all the outdoor stuff for tomorrow, but I feel like we'll be able to do a lot. We're gonna put up the little faux trees as well. I think it's gonna be looking really cozy in here by the end of the day. So Mr. Oliver is gonna help me out here. Let's get to decorating. Okay, first, let's put on some festive music. Okay, let's see here. home for this guy for a month or so. Is that so pretty? Is that your first Christmas tree you've seen in the house? Or what could be in this box, I wonder? What could be in here? Oh, look. It's another one. Perfect. Let's put this one in. Yay! Maybe I just put two less here. Let's fluff. Okay, quick break from decorating because Oliver just went down for a nap. I want to share with you a little festive DIY that I am so excited about. Decided to make some just massive paper bag snowflakes to line. My vision for it is for them to line. We have the triple windows in the living room. I want to create kind of like an archway of the paper snowflakes there, and I'm thinking I might repeat some of them in the entryway. We'll see, but this is what they look like. So, so beautiful. I was inspired by Quendy Home, I think is her little tag on Instagram. I've been following her for years. She does them every year, and I've always loved the way that they look. Thought it would be so fun just to, yeah, incorporate some of these into my decor. Look at how pretty. Like a craft that you would do as a child, but just so elevated. You can tell I already started making a few of them, but wanted to, yeah, make a few more right now, and then also just kind of walk you through the process of how I'm doing it. I am so excited to see what this space looks like, kind of when it's all finished and when it's all together. I have a feeling that we're not going to be able to finish the entire thing today, but I feel like I'd love to make some progress on it. To make these, there's really only a few things that you need. You'll need some white lunch bags, or you could also use like craft paper bags as well, I believe. I might have gotten these off of Amazon, but you know, Target has them, Michael's, the craft store. They're pretty easy to find. And then you'll also need a glue gun, some glue sticks, and then this is what makes, I think, like this one especially just really have that elevated feeling, is you need a hole puncher, but you need different size hole punchers. So I have this little 3-pack of them that makes 3 different size holes. Oh, and naturally you're going to need some scissors, and I've also been finding a pencil helpful. So all you need to do is mark out the design that you want to go with on your paper bag, and obviously different designs are going to give you different shapes. So for example, this shape right here is going to give you that really pretty snowflake I showed you earlier, and it unfolds just like this. This one's pretty much done, just needs a little bit of tape to secure it. So that one's a bit more intricate, but you can also do something as simple as this. This is going to unfold just to give you a classic snowflake look. So I think what I want to do is another snowflake in this general shape. So I think what I'm gonna do is just use this as a trace actually. I'm just gonna lay it on top of my little piece of paper here. We'll draw the basic shape. So that's what we're looking at. You'll see that I stopped just a bit short of the top with it, and that's because if I turn this around, you can see there's a little tab. I want to make sure that I'm cutting below that. That way the snowflake will end with a really sharp point. So then all we need to do is cut this one out. And you want to use the sharpest scissors that you have. Okay, so we've got the first one cut, but if you try to open it up, you'll notice we're far from a complete start. So what you're going to do is grab 6 more. So typically it's going to take 7 paper bags, sometimes 8, but usually 7 in order to create your snowflake. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. And then what you're going to want to do is just to use this as essentially a stencil, cut the others to match. So this is what I'm doing, just 2 at a time, using that first one as a guide to cut the shape for all the others. So there we go, got all 7 cut. What we'll do now is add in our hole punches. So we'll do 2 bags at a time, and I wanna keep this pretty simple of a design. So we're just going to rotate between this medium hole punch, you can see the size right there, and then this tiny, more delicate one. Make sure they're lined up. And there we go. That's the design we're going with. Got a little trio of punches there, and then just a little extra embellishment at the top. Now we repeat. Okay, then once you're happy with the design, you've repeated it across all 7 of your paper bags, then it's time for the assembly stage. So we're going to take our hot glue gun, make sure you give it a bit of time to warm up, and then you're going to glue a T. So you're gonna go 1 strand of bead across the bottom and then create that T. You're gonna start just below any little designs that you made because you don't want any to get in the holes. You make that T and then put one of the other paper bags on top of it, just like that. Then you're just going to continue on, gluing all 7 of them together. T shape, 1 going down the middle, 1 going across at the bottom. And something to think about right now, it's just really important that all of the paper bags are facing the same direction. So you want the flap always facing you. That way it's all lined up and they'll turn out properly. Make sure you have some extra glue sticks on hand too, because you get through it pretty quickly. There we go. So here we go, our finished star. Let's open it up. Oh, beautiful. Now all I'm gonna do to finish this off is just use a couple of pieces of tape so that it will stay. I'm just using Scotch tape, but you could use really whatever. We'll do 1 piece towards the bottom, 1 a little further up. You could also use glue too, but obviously it's going to be a lot harder to take them apart if you use glue. My hope is to be able to reuse these from year to year. There we go, our snowflake. I've got a few more here that I've started and that I want to add some hole punches to that I need to glue together. So let me work on these, and as I do, I'm going to try to show you what some of the different shapes, kind of the snowflakes that they turn into. You can use mine as templates or experiment with your own shapes. I think that's kind of the fun thing with these, is there aren't a ton of rules. You can do whatever you want. Now got a whole bunch of these paper snowflakes. What I'm going to do is I've got some clear thread here, some tape. We're just going to hang these up all around the window. Well, how pretty is that? I think it would be really cool to make maybe some smaller ones to fill in some of the gaps. Maybe string some garland, some lights up here, maybe even make some more, but I love this. We usually have the tree going right in this corner, so I feel like this is just going to turn into the most beautiful focal point in the room. Okay, but now I want to add some touches of Christmas to our guest bath. I feel like this room always has a bit of a Christmassy feel to it, so it's one of those spaces that I think it's really fun just to add a couple little things in here to spruce it up, make it feel extra festive. This diffuser says pumpkin bourbon on it, but just turn the label around because I feel like it does add just a really nice warm scent to this room. challenging thing last year. Just figuring out how on earth to hang this thing up. I'm pretty sure I left a little hanger for it up here last year. If I can just remember how I did this. Aha! What is looking so cozy and festive in here. I love how it's all come out. I'm going to share it with you in the morning though, because I feel like you'll appreciate it when there's a bit better lighting. But right now I want to do a bit of baking. I feel like, I mean, there's so many recipes that I want to make this Christmas season, but for me, nothing reminds me of the season more than the Molasses Crinkles recipe that I've had handed down through the generations. I think it was my great-grandmother's recipe, so definitely one of those cherished family recipes. I keep it here in my recipe book. So, oh wow, I opened up to the perfect page the first time. I was not expecting that. Okay, but I want to make these with you. The dough does need to have a bit of time to, just cool off, I guess. You need to chill it. So I think we're gonna do that overnight, but I want to make the dough tonight and then we'll bake the cookies in the morning. If you want to try making the recipe yourself, here are the ingredients. You can screenshot this and then the instructions. And then of course you can just make these in a bowl, but since we have our KitchenAid mixer, I'm gonna try making them in there for the first time. I feel like it's just gonna make it a lot easier. Okay, so here is our dough. I'm going to pop this in the fridge overnight to let it chill, and then I will catch up with you in the morning. We can make our cookies. What does joy sound like? Is it quiet, like snow? Does joy sound like the laughter of friends that you know? Well, good morning. We have been really enjoying just a very peaceful start to our day, reading some books together, playing. I love just like slow mornings with Oliver. Did actually want to show you too one of the books that we've been reading. Oliver loves reading these days, but one of my favorite authors, children's book authors, that is Ellie Holcomb, and she has this really cute little Christmas book. It's called Sounding Joy. And I love the illustrations in this. The way that it reads is kind of like a song too. So fun, and yeah, just something that I enjoy reading with Oliver. I think I've realized that I like reading kids books that I like, and I feel like this is the perfect combination where Oliver gets really excited to read this and I do too. So I just wanted to share that with you for any of you who might have young children. It's a really fun one, but I really wanted to show you all of the Christmas decorations too, how they turned out. So while the lighting is just beautiful, I feel like we always get the best winter morning light. So let me show you how the Christmas decorations came out yesterday. I feel like they really have transformed the space, and then when we put the tree up over the weekend, I feel like it's just gonna take it to the next level. I love all the fun festive touches. Now I want to get to baking, finish up our cookies. I've been craving the Molasses Crinkles ever since we made the dough, so really looking forward to this. So you just need to preheat the oven, wash my hands, then we'll roll the cookies out, dip them in sugar. Couple spoonfuls. You're going to be able to eat these next year. Not this year, but probably next year. Now, the key with these is you want to make sure not to overwork them in your hands. Otherwise, they'll spread out a ton when you cook. You just barely want to get it into a ball, dip it in sugar, and then place it on the pan. Molasses crinkles are ready. How tasty do these look? Crackle, the little sugar. Oh, cannot wait to try these. Got a little glass of milk too to enjoy them with. Let's give them a little taste test. These really are my favorite. I love how they're just a tiny bit crispy on the outside, warm and gooey on the inside. Oh, I could eat literally the entire batch of these. Having these this year is especially sweet. I think I mentioned the other day, but this was my grandma's recipe, and every Christmas I grew up just loving these. They were my favorite Christmas cookie, and she actually passed earlier this year, so it's actually, oh my goodness, I'm getting emotional, but it's just really sweet being able to make these. And just, I know that every time I make them this Christmas season, I'm going to remember her and all the memories that we shared together. So I love that I'm able to have just like a little something that reminds me of her this season. She really was just such a sweet and amazing person. Okay, but now I'm going to enjoy the rest of my cookie, spend some more time with Oliver, but really hope that you enjoyed coming along with me over the past few days as we ushered in the Christmas season. I'm already feeling just so excited and inspired for the holidays. I really think that this is going to be a special season filled with so many amazing new memories and also remembering past seasons and loved ones as well. So I hope that you're well, friends, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye.